Joe Biden made a major announcement regarding the war in Ukraine, which could have dire consequences for the world, before wandering off into the Amazon rainforest. Yes, the bizarre footage came as Joe Biden approved the use of long-range US-supplied missiles by Ukraine to get deeper into Russian territory. The Biden administration will allow Kiev use of ATACMS to strike Russia for the first time since the war began. The news emerged from the Biden administration as Joe Biden was in the Amazon rainforest on Sunday, announcing a multi-million-dollar plan to reforest the Amazon. The president took no questions about the bombshell Ukraine announcement during his press conference, instead bizarrely just walked off into the rainforest. And President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, appeared to threaten Russia.
The plan to strengthen Ukraine is the Victory Plan, which I presented to our partners. One of its key points is long-range capabilities for our army. Today, there's a lot of talk in the media about us receiving permission for respective actions. But strikes are not carried out with words. Such things are not announced. Missiles will speak for themselves. They certainly will.
Russian President Vladimir Putin then responded to the news, not mincing his words and threatening to use nuclear weapons in the war.
In the updated version of the document, aggression against Russia by any non-nuclear state, but with the support of a nuclear state, is proposed to be considered as their joint attack on Russia. Russia will also consider the possibility of using nuclear weapons when receiving reliable information about a massive launch of means of aerospace attack and their crossing of our state border. This includes strategic and tactical aircraft, as well as cruise missiles and drones, hypersonic and other delivery vehicles. Russia reserves the right to use nuclear weapons in case of aggression, including if the enemy, using conventional weapons, poses a critical threat.
He spoke about this possibility a few months ago, warning against the direct participation of NATO countries in the war.
Саму природу конфликта. Это будет означать, что страны НАТО, США, европейские страны воюют с Россией. А если это так, то, имея в виду изменение самой сути этого конфликта, мы будем принимать соответствующие решения, исходя из тех угроз, которые нам будут создаваться.
Online commentators are in uproar about Biden's aggressive move, particularly as he is at the end of his term. Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene said, on his way out of office, Joe Biden is dangerously trying to start World War III by authorizing Ukraine the use of US long-range missiles into Russia. Enough of this. It must stop. Incoming President Donald Trump warned against increasing conflict in the region.
We have never been closer to World War III than we are today under Joe Biden. A global conflict between nuclear-armed powers would mean death and destruction on a scale unmatched in human history. It would be nuclear Armageddon. Nothing is more important than avoiding that nightmare. We will avoid it, but we need new leadership. Every day this proxy battle in Ukraine continues, we risk global war. We must be absolutely clear that our objective is to immediately have a total cessation of hostilities. All shooting has to stop. This is the central issue. We need peace without delay.
The Ukraine ambassador to Australia remains optimistic and believes Trump's presidency will help end the war between Russia and Ukraine.
Vassal, what does Trump change in your view? Does his election bring mixed feelings for you, or do you think he will be good for Ukraine and ending the war?
We rely on American decisive leadership with the Trump administration. It's difficult to preempt what's going to be his policy on Ukraine, on Russia, on Europe, and on others' foreign policy. However, we try to be optimistic His view of the world and his view to foreign affairs as peace through strength is something that we see aligned with other priorities, and we see that that can help us end the war. It's difficult to speculate how that's going to be developing. However, we remain optimistic, and of course, President Zelensky congratulated President Trump. They had a good meeting on the sidelines of the UN General Assembly in September, and we'll see how it will be all shaping up.